the green team decided to find out where our water comes from.
This past summer was a big one for 11 youths from the Bonington area as they took part in a brand new initiative called the Bonington Youth Green Team.
There was myself and a couple of other parents who realized there's a number of youth in our community about ages 12 to 15. They were ready to step up and have a first work experience. At the same time, there's a number of community initiatives and issues playing out that we felt there was existing community organizations, but they like to work with us one at a time. So there's the Invasive Weed Council looking at invasive weeds. There's the Bear Aware program looking at bear issues. What we thought would be helpful to the landowners is if we had an initiative that brought all that information together on a diversity of the local issues and synthesize it into one easy place for landowners to go, a one-shop website, community events that help people understand the connections between all those issues. So if we did that and we partnered up with the need for these kids to have a first summer work experience, if we put those two things together, we came up with the Bonington Youth Green Team initiative.
The parent leaders wanted this experience to be as much like a first work experience as possible. So interested youth had to submit an application and explain why they wanted to be involved, what they felt they could contribute, and what they hoped to take away with them. The youth were involved in a variety of projects that looked at environmental issues within their community.
There was sort of three phases that we asked the kids to get involved with. One is learn what the issues are. Two, understand and be able to communicate why should any of us care about these issues. And then the third challenge that we put out to them, which is the biggest challenge, is how do you motivate people, how do you engage them so that they will then take that difficult step of making changes in their life and doing what's necessary to reduce the impacts to the local environment. And I think what the kids have found is the first two steps are easy, and that third step of realizing change and action is the biggest challenge.
Issues that the Youth Green Team focused on were forest fire interfacing, as well as water usage in Bonington and invasive plant species in and around the community.
Well, we did 2 weed pulls up at Brent Petrick's woodlot, and he has a tenure up there, and we just pulled hawkweed and knapweed up there. And we made a movie about the water system, and we hiked up into the headwaters of the creek and went to the intake system in the tanks just to explore that. And we did a community weed pull also down here and a movie night down here.
Well, we went door to door a few months ago, and we basically handing out information and telling people about events we were having that could help the environment. And then we had the movie night, and that went really well. There's a lot of turnout.
The Green Team was able to screen the movie that they put together about the Bonington water system and usage of water in the community at their movie night.
The purpose is to let people know about how little water there is and how they should use it to conserve it. And we hiked up to the headwaters just to let people see what they're like, and they're actually fairly big, but the actual headwaters of the creek is quite small. And we did that just to let them know about that, and we went up to the water, like the intake system, just to let them see the chlorination system and the tank size, and just to do some talking with Dave Takon. I did an interview with him and asked him some questions and stuff about that, and he telling people how to conserve the water.
Part of what we were also trying to do is reinforce the idea that we can be a community unto ourselves, and if there are issues we can pull together as a community to resolve them. We don't have to sit back and wait for somebody else to somehow come in here on a white horse and save us. There is information available, and collective action on this scale can be effective.
Overall, the experience of having the Bonington Youth Green Team has been a great one, not just for the 11 youth involved, but also for the community they live in.
I'm going to take away the meaning of working with a group, I'm sure, and trying to work with others and solve problems that you have, and just letting the general community know about the issues and letting myself know about the issues. It was kind of cool to see where the water came from, because I'd never been up there, and just exploring the things around our community that I hadn't before.
Well, I think it's really good for the community, and it's really good information that could lead to maybe future generations helping out.
We now have 11 youth in this local community who have a really good understanding of the issue and can not only understand it but can speak to it and communicate it, because that is one of the things that we really worked on. Is now that you understand an issue, if you only have a couple of minutes to talk to somebody about it, what would you say that would make a difference? How would you make an impact on their thinking? So, you know, they'll be ambassadors, I guess, and hopefully, you know, it's like a domino effect, and that will spread.
For more information on the Bonington Youth Green Team, check out their website at boningtonyouthgreenteam.yolasite.com. Christina Krichkowski, Shaw TV, Bonington.